Hello everyone. So I apologize in advance if I mess with my glasses too much. I have new glasses and I'm still trying to adjust. For instance, my eyes are just really off and sometimes I feel like I'm crossing them, but I don't know. Anyway though, it has been a couple weeks since I last recorded, which I didn't actually mean for that to happen, but well, the first week I guess I was off. I actually had meant to record. In fact, I was going to. I had a video all set up and whatnot. But then I actually was out doing errands all day. And when I got home, I was just like really pissy. Like maybe I should have still recorded a video because maybe it would have been funny. But I was so pissy and I was like, man, I need to just relax because it's not like I hate running errands, but like it was just the perfect storm of you know how it is can be. And then the next day and all that weekend I actually was off to a convention, so I really just did not have a chance to record that week. And then last week when I was going, when I didn't actually think of recording last week because I got Cobweb, who you never really see because she is my good cat. Like, she is like rarely in any trouble and she's just very sweet and doesn't give me the troubles like my boy cats. She actually got really sick and we're still not sure what the issue is. The vet thinks it may be kidney failure, but we're not sure at this time. So she got really sick and I was just so worried about her, and she still is sick, but she's starting to eat again, so that's something. But if they say if it's kidney failure, there's not really much that can be done, so I don't know. We shall see. But last week I was dealing with that and this week a little as well, but since she was feeling a little better and I have some updates, I decided to go ahead and record. The updates aren't plentiful, but they do exist. I'll start with the first one, which is my People 60 Chloe, who still does not have a face up. Please ignore the cats out. God. But anyway, I changed her up just a little bit and put this blue wig on her. You've probably seen this on like many a doll by now. But I wanted to try something new with her. So, well, not new, excuse me, different. Because I still don't know what I want for her. So I put this wig on her just for funsies, and I actually kind of like it. I'm not saying like this is the wig, but I do kind of like it. And it also reminds me of the fact that when I first ever got Elliot back in the day, first form, and she was at my actual true third doll, I had a wig for her that was primarily black, but had like bits of yellow and blue in it. And I actually really liked that wig, but after a while I did want something like a little bit like longer for her. And that's why one day I tried a pink wig on her, and then I don't know, a silver and teal wig on her, and nothing was really working until I found the long kind of red brownish wig. But at the same time, I don't know, that wig is such a hassle. It's so long and it has flyaways like just everywhere, and it's frustrating having that wig on her. And especially this girl, because she is smaller than my Decadol Lola, who was probably like, I don't know, this much taller than her about. And for some reason having that wig on her was just too much. What is wrong with your leg? Oh, it probably just needs to be turned around again. There we go, got it. But like, it was just so much on her tiny frame, and it was really bothering me. So I wanted to just try something else, anything else. So I decided to try this wig, and I really actually like it. And funny, ironically or funnily, whichever, this wig was actually on my Kendo Kokoro Rosita head, which had been my previous Alia Form's girlfriend until I had to sell the head. Oh, everything's so complicated with dolls. Um, but like, yeah, this used to be her wig. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny that I put on you. But I don't know. I'm trying something. I do want to paint her soon, but again, I need to wait until I know what to do with her. But it's really bothering me that she's still blank. I need to figure that out. So that's first update, that like she just has a new wig on. Not new wig, but new wig on. And I don't know what is going on with her legs. These legs, I swear. There we go. And then next, just at random, I don't know, I was in a mood and I had $10. You know how sometimes that happens. And it was like, I think this was 2 weeks ago, but someone was selling doll clothes, and unfortunately I'm an idiot and didn't write their name down, but they were selling a couple of doll dresses they had made on, they were selling them on, not Etsy, come on, Instagram. And I bought one for my new family girl. Unfortunately, I still don't have a name for her, but it's going to be a city name, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, I really like this on her. It's so cute. It's just so cute. And she is adorable. I love her. I love this girl. I mean, of course, I mean, she's a new family head, but whatever. She's just so easy to love, but I love her so much. And I really, really, really randomly love the Minifee Renewal Body. It's, I don't know why. I can't really explain it. There's no rhyme or reason why I would like this body so much more than the older one, because it's not like they made a million changes to it. It's not like going from like a single jointed to a double jointed. It's nothing that big a change, but like I just love it. I love the body. I love the bust size that I chose. I love the fact that her feet can come off, which I got. Like, I love that with the Million Line body, and the fact that now you can do it on the other bodies as well really, really make me happy. So yeah, she's just, oh, she looks so cute. So yeah, it's funny, buying this dress made me miss buying stuff for my dolls instead of like planner stuff or Halo Top ice cream, which I really need to stop eating. But like, it made me just miss getting stuff for them. But unfortunately, I just can't find what I want for them, and it's just getting frustrating. Like, it gets frustrating also, like, seeing stuff that I really personally like, but I don't really have a doll it's for. You know what I mean? Like, I love the aesthetic of it, but I would just be getting it to have it, and not really, like, I could put it on any doll. I mean, you can put whatever you want on your dolls. It just wouldn't feel right, because my dolls are my characters, and I really want to keep them as true to character as I can. I mean, not everything can be perfect, because, like, I mean, that's just, unless you tailor things and you know how to make things yourself, I feel like I can't get it 100% perfect, but I can get it as accurate as I can. And a lot of stuff that I personally like, I don't really have anywhere that would fit for someone. So it sucks. And I also have discovered that I'm not really a prop person. I bought a whole bunch in the past. Like, I have a box of it. I have like a doll house that my dolls up here are in. I have, you know, like trinkets and toys and all that stuff, but I don't really do anything with them because that's just, I'm not that kind of person. I tried. It's just apparently not me. I don't know if it's because like space is an issue because like I now live in a shared space, but also like it takes time and effort and sometimes a lot of funds to get exactly what you need for a setup. And while I could save the money or even just spend the money depending on what it is, I don't know if I have the patience to make the doll scenes I see. And that's where things get frustrating. And I have one of those, I don't know, quirks or annoyances, as I like to call it, where it's not really like I have to do things perfectly or things have to look perfect per se, but I do like get really frustrated when things don't look how they do in my head. That's why it like I go back and forth on whether I love to do face-ups or not. Because like in my head I'll see something and then I'll do it and it's terrible, or sometimes I'll do it and it's not terrible but it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted to and it takes me forever to like it. And it's just I don't know, I have that problem. That's why me and sewing hasn't gotten along so far, because like it takes patience and effort and all the stuff to learn how to sew, especially on a doll scale, and I just don't wanna sometimes. Like the effort is just hard. So yeah, but enough about that. I do want to buy more stuff for my dolls, but I definitely need to wait till I find like this dress exactly like what I need and want for them, because she had several other dresses for sale and I didn't buy any of them. I just was drawn to this one. And that felt good. That felt good to finally go, ah, that I can use. So yeah. And then last but definitely not least, I finally, for some reason, I don't know, I was in a mood, I painted my ID, was it Fairyland ID 4 head, idol head, I'm not sure how to, like, I can't remember the exact, like, how it goes, but I finally painted her. Wait a minute, let's see, focus, you're not gonna focus, are you? Oh my god. Poof. Yeah, it's not gonna focus for some reason. But I finally painted her. Ah, it's doing a little better now that she's far away. But I painted her. She is on my Doll Zone 62 centimeter body. I actually tried to sell this body and I'm glad that it didn't sell, because I love this body and they no longer make it. I don't know why I like it so much, despite the fact that like she can't, when she, I keep have to have her chest joint locked because otherwise she's just like boobs out. But that's the only problem I have with this body. Otherwise it's just an amazing body. But I just decided to paint her and I made her look a little grungy because I was trying something. Like at first I was just experimenting with this head, but then once I got her finished, she became a character. Now she is actually the mother of my new family girls over here, and it's mostly because they have very, like, I feel like they kind of look alike, not like 100%, they're not like twins or anything, but they look enough alike that she could, her sculpt could be the new family sculpt's mom or older sister or related to her in some way. But I painted her and I was going to probably just wipe her. That's what I was thinking at the beginning. that, like, you know, I'll do this experiment I have in my head and then just get rid of it. But then, like, she started, like, speaking to me, like, not literally, because I don't know if I'd keep her around if she did, but her character started coming to me, and she has a name now. Her name's Carolina, and she actually, since the age of, if I'm remembering this correctly, because I wrote this all down as soon as it got into my head, if I'm remembering correctly, she has been following a band, so basically she's kind of a groupie, since she was 14. And when she was 14, she ended up having a child. And now she is 28, I believe is the age. And the band is retiring. And she has been doing nothing but following them around and sometimes traveling with them and doing all sorts of nonsense and avoiding raising her child. Her mom has been raising her child this entire time. So to say things are rocky with her daughter is just really oh my goodness, she just tried to there we go. But to say things are rocky with her daughter is kind of an understatement. She basically doesn't know her daughter, and her daughter doesn't really know her. She's rarely at home, and when she's home, it's very brief. And her daughter knows that she's her mother. She knows that, but they don't really have any sort of relationship at the moment. So the story I have for her would be kind of like a side story. It would have nothing to do with my main story or my other side story. It'd be her own story, and I kind of really want to explore that, if only because, and this is weird, not weird per se, but like it'll sound a little silly. I want to write her story because it's so in my brain, despite the fact that it does sound a little quirky. It sounds also like much more normal than the other stuff I'm writing. Because it's not about vampires or fae or mystical creatures at all. It isn't about like weird deals people make with fae that they shouldn't. It's just about a mother and daughter, and they're both humans, and I just kind of like the appeal of it. So I was actually telling my best friend from high school that, like, to me, her story, like, sounds ridiculously boring, but I kind of like it. And he's like, no, it doesn't sound boring at all. It sounds kind of fun because, but, that's actually why I kind of like her story. It's kind of like a chance to write like a life story. And I kind of like that. I know that's weird, but I kind of like it. So yeah, that's all. Oh wait, no, one more update, just so you know we're all on the same page. To make up for money I had to spend on vet bills, I actually managed to sell my tinies, my Decadol Peach and Decadol Bobby. I had been going back and forth about selling them for a long while. In fact, it got to the point where I was in the middle of doing face-ups on them, and I just stopped because I was thinking, they're just so small and I don't do anything with them. And so it got to the point this week where I'm like, I need to sell something because her vet bill was a lot. So I ended up selling them, and so you won't be seeing them anymore. Not like you really saw them a lot in the first place, but I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page about that. So anyway, that is all for now. Sorry for the long video. But sometimes, you know, you have more to say than you thought you did. And that's what happened this week. But hopefully I see you again next week, because I really do want to keep with the schedule of every Thursday doing a video. I want to get used to it so I can expand to 2 days. And I especially want to do like more, like I want to do more with writing videos and stuff. But it's really hard for me to talk about my stories because I get so nervous about it. Like even talking about her story, I'm just like, I'm nervous about it. So anyway, let me end this video. My God, thank you so much if you watched, and I appreciate all of you. Just thank you, thank you. And until next time.